This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the U.S. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Let's head over to the 77 WABC Sports Desk. The Yankees live another day, Justin Allen.
Yes, they do indeed, Noam Layden, which means I'll be there tonight. Yankee Stadium.
Where you sitting?
Game 5, Section 108.
Okay. What seat?
That's a good question. I'm with like 12 other guys, so I guess I'll pick one of the 12 seats that we have.
Is 108 good? I don't even know.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Right down the right field line.
Nice.
Probably right in between anywhere between first base and that right field foul pole. So we're looking forward to it. It'll be eventful for sure. So the Yankees do get that dub, big dub indeed. Anthony Volpe saved the season with a third-inning grand slam that sparked the Yankees to an 11-4 win over the Dodgers. That does indeed force a Game 5. Austin Wells and Gleyber Torres added homers for the Yankees, who broke open the game with a 5-run eighth. New York, which had scored just 7 runs in the first 3 games, had some of its swagger back, seeking to become the first team to overcome a 3-0 series deficit. New York surged ahead 5-2 on Alex Verdugo's RBI grounder in the second in Volpe's drive against Daniel Hudson. Aaron Judge drove in his first run of the series with an RBI single in the 8th, and then is now 2 for 15 in the 4 games. The Yankees got their first 7 RBI from the bottom 3 hitters in their batting order. Volpe, Wells, and Verdugo, who had entered 4 for 32 with 3 RBI in the series. Hill, winning pitcher Clay Holmes, Mark Leiter Jr., Luke Weaver, and Tim Miza strung together 5 innings of one-hit scoreless relief with 7 strikeouts, and the Yankees avoided what would have been their first losing series sweep since 1976. Game 5 is tonight at the stadium with the Yankees ace Garrett Cole and the Dodgers' Jack Flaherty meeting in a rematch of Game 1. Cole allowed 1 run over 6+ innings in that opener. First pitch from the Bronx scheduled for 8:08 p.m. On the NBA hardwood in Brooklyn, the Nets fell 144-139 in overtime to the visiting Denver Broncos. Dennis Schroeder scored 28 points for Brooklyn, which led by 17 in the second quarter. Cam Thomas scored 26. Cam Johnson had 20. Nick Claxton added 16 points and 12 rebounds. Thomas gave the Nets a 127-125 lead with the first basket of overtime, but the Nuggets scored the next 8 points and led the rest of the way. The Nets had season highs, of 40 points in the first quarter and 72 points in the first half. They played without Ben Simmons, who missed his first game of the season due to lower back injury management. Up next for Brooklyn, they'll head straight to Memphis for an 8 p.m. tip-off tonight against the Grizzlies. And as for the Knicks, they'll start a 4-game road trip tonight at Miami. Tip-off from South Beach is scheduled for 7:30. Finally to the ice, where the Rangers fell in Washington, the Capitals. The final score 5-3. Despite allowing 4 goals, Shesterkin was arguably the best player on the ice and stopping 41 of his 45 shots that he faced. New York got goals from Cooley, Kreider on the power play, and Hedl on a deflection, but could not give Shesterkin enough support. On the island, the Islanders came up losers as well last night, falling 3-1 to the Anaheim Ducks. Barzal scored his second of the season, and Sorokin finished with 19 saves with the Isles and the loss for the 3rd time in their last 4 games. They'll be right back out there tonight in Columbus, set to skate with the Blue Jackets at 7 p.m. As for the Devils, they'll be back in action in Vancouver to take on the Canucks. Puck drop there is scheduled for 10:30. That's your sports, Noam, and I'm Justin Alec on 77 WABC.